The testing is ahead of schedule, 65% complete, and I found that there have been more than 1,300 CODIS hits. That's when DNA evidence from an unsolved case matches DNA evidence from a convicted offender. And these are the types of hits that can help detectives solve crimes, sometimes years after the crimes occur. A breathtaking shoreline, with white sand stretching for miles.
Fort Myers Beach in 1998 was a really homey, great place.
Crowded with locals.
I've lived on the island for 40 years. I moved here when I was 10.
And out-of-towners. Some came for the sun, and some came for the party. But it wasn't all fun and games. In June 1998, a 44-year-old woman was raped upon leaving the Reef Bar on Fort Myers Beach. A rape kit was performed and turned over to Lee County deputies. Then it sat on a shelf, untested, for the next 18 years.
Back in the 80s and in the 90s, when sexual assault and rape kits weren't something people ever talked about, I think that a lot of mistakes were made.
But last year, state labs got more than $2 million to begin testing the backlogged rape kits. Among them, the 1998 rape kit from Fort Myers Beach. Lee County Sheriff's Office sent the kit for analysis, and there was a DNA match to a Virginia man named Cornelius Florman.
I said, if we can help one rape victim, it's worth it. And now, not only has that case been solved, but we've had over 1,300 hits.
Florman, whose grandfather was the founder of Reynolds Wrap, is accused of beating and raping the woman who gave him a ride off the island 19 years ago. Police arrested him last month.
As your reporting shows, and the arrest in Virginia, that the DNA evidence that was sitting on a shelf was very important.
In December 2015, the Lee County Sheriff's Office had more than 400 kits that needed to be tested. Today, all of them have been submitted. And Fort Myers police had 25 kits that needed to be tested. Today, they've submitted 20 of them. Do you expect more cold cases will reopen as more of these rape kits undergo testing?
Oh, I certainly hope so. And many are serial rapists. And so we could be helping women and victims all over this country.
I also learned that since the rape kit backlog was made public 2 years ago, there have been 3 arrests related to cold case rapes in Florida, including Florman's.
We were hopeful when we passed the legislation that in the testing of those kits, there would be linkage to folks who might have committed other crimes of this nature, and that has come true.
Bringing closure.
To know that the person did this to you is behind bars.
To emotional wounds left open.
Is life-changing.
For 19 years.
For these victims.
While FDLE is processing the backlog kits, they're also working on current kits. And the governor signed legislation last year that requires law enforcement agencies to submit these kits for processing within 30 days. So a rape kit backlog never happens again. For the NBC2 investigators, I'm Rachel Plansky.